What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW. And today we're going to go over a day trading recap. Hey guys, remember November 23rd at 8 p.m. We're going to be live on YouTube for lessons, Q&A, and a huge groundbreaking announcement for the channel and myself. And you're not going to want to miss this. So make sure, if you're new around here, to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're alerted when I go live. If you are already a subscriber, then make sure that you are available November 23rd at 8 p.m. for the live event. Hit the notification bell if you haven't so you're alerted when we're live. You can also sign up to my newsletter at hustlewithjessew.com. Well, you might be thinking, red shirt, did Jesse have a red day? Nope, no red day here today, guys. Came into the morning, sat down, honestly did not like anything out there. I tweeted out my watch list, I said what I was watching, and I was completely wrong on what I was watching, but I still capitalized and made a green day. So I'm going to show you that and the live trade, the technical analysis, and what my thoughts were, as well as everything else. Okay, so the very first thing today, I had the gap scanner out. Here it is. Whoops, don't have my charts out there, so blooper of the day. Boom. Just Honey, I Shrunk the Kids myself and put out the scanner here for you. I didn't like anything. I'm just not even, there's nothing to do. I did not like anything. Traded the scanner, link in the description section below with a 15% off coupon code. Take advantage of that. And the only other thing that I was watching here was short the EV stocks and ZM. That's all I was watching. I tweeted it out, link in the description section to my Twitter account. And I thought, we might have a shot at some further downside on stuff like LI, but we didn't. LI was pretty strong off the morning. It's actually green on the day from Friday's close. I thought we might have gotten, a little bit more continuation down here, maybe down to $28 and change before we had a bounce attempt. But no dice on that. NIO reports earnings tomorrow after the bell. So tomorrow after 4 p.m., NIO should be reporting earnings. And then based off of that, we can see what's going to happen with this sector moving forward on the rest of the week. So definitely still something to keep on watch, something to keep on the list for the back burner. Nothing for me there. I did not trade it. I only took one trade today. So LI was not the one, NIO was not the one either. And, the same, I was looking for further downside on this one. See if we can get down here, crack $40 and maybe make an attempt at 35 before bouncing from that. Why? Simply because look at this huge rejection off of, that new high on the daily on this humongous volume on an IO, which is the leader of the pack. So that's what I was watching for on LI. Same type of action, huge rejection. I thought, maybe I can get some puts on it, but nothing. Like I said, nothing there for me. Now, what I did have on watch was one small cap. I had two small caps on watch, didn't trade them. It was I think it was ATHE, was it? Yeah, here you go, ATHE. And as you can see on this one, that kind of action, that's, short all day long type action on this VWAP break. And HPR right here, HPR was the other one. And it caught my attention here when it broke up above VWAP. But when it halted and came out of the halt and basically kind of like double topped right here, yeah, there you go. Right here in front of this 630 area, when we double top there, I was like, okay, I don't want anything to do with this. I don't like that double top. And the volume was huge, comparable to the breakout from earlier. So I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to mess with this. And sure enough, it failed. Made a new high, and then boop, just like they took the covers off and it fell out of bed. Boom, done. So HPR, nothing for me there. Now we're going to move on to ZM. ZM is my trade of the day here. It did catch me off guard. I had no idea that it was going to move like it did. I missed out on 20-point moves conservatively, would have made 8 to maybe 12 points on it myself, and completely missed out on it just because of the bias going into the trade plan I had there as well. And I sat tight. Was disciplined, okay? And I waited for an opportunity. I caught one small opportunity and took a nice little profit to take home, right? So we'll go over that one here. I'll go over the chart, and then I'm going to go over the live trade recording. Before we do me a quick favor. Check out the link in the description section below and in the comment section to Webull. You download the app, you fund your account with $100. You're going to get 2 free stocks valued each one about $8. So there might be a shot at a little bit more expensive stock, but even at the minimum, you're going to get 2 free stocks valued at $8. That's $16 for free. You put $100 in there, you get $16 or 16% return on your capital. I'm pretty sure you're not going to get $16 having $100 in the bank today. So it's a no-brainer. Link in the comment section and description section below. So here we'll go ahead and move on to ZM. And ZM, we had a big gap down. Okay, boom. Had a press release out this morning, just people taking profits. I don't remember who it was, what organization it was, but they took profits. I tweeted out the PR this morning. So once again, you want to follow me on Twitter and, make sure you're in the loop. So I tweeted out that PR this morning in pre-market, and I was even tempted to start taking a short position in pre-market. And I wish I would have, because would have made real good money. I'll show you here. I was actually taking a short right here at this 385 area, and that would have been great because we went all the way down to 374 as soon as the bell rang. So didn't do that. I waited. I was looking for ZM2. Let's try to make this. Can you see it there? Okay, this is the bell. We ring, we drop, and then we bounce up to VWAP. I was not about to just jump in here short right there. I was waiting. I was going to wait for a good quality setup because we are down a lot, right? Like we're down from up here in 400 land all the way down here at 375.10 on the day. So I'm like, you know what? There could be some shorts covering. There could be any number of factors here where that might determine this thing not drop any lower right away. So I'm going to wait to see if we get a little bounce, have a rejection, and then I can start to get short this stock. And my idea was to write it down potentially, show you here on the 60-minute chart, write it down potentially at least to this 373 to 370 area, which is these previous lows right in here. So I thought to myself, I was like, there's a good chance here if we got to bounce up into that 380 land, we might get a rejection, and then I can write this down, for a real nice payday. But ZM had other plans. It quickly, right here on this 3-minute candle, broke through VWAP increase in volume, and it went from 380, okay, to a high of day of 400. That's 20 points. Could have easily made some good profit on this. I wasn't long biased on it. Then I took my eyes off of it and was watching HPR that I showed you earlier. So I didn't, I wasn't watching it for potential short here at 400. It's not normal for me to short this here because it's showing strength and momentum to the upside. However, we have almost filled the gap, right? The gap would have been filled up here at 403 land, 404 land. That would have been the gap fill and the actual better entry for a potential short. But even then, had I shorted up there or down here, it would have been very, very small size, definitely a starter position. And I would have been quick to take profits just because at that point it's showing so much strength that I don't expect a huge, dump. It did make that push up here to 401 almost, and then it pulled all the way back in here to 490. So, 489 and change. So, there was some money to be made there, but none for me. By the time I got here, we were already down here somewhere, and I wasn't going to chase it. So I waited and waited and waited to see if we would get a crack of VWAP and then a potential rejection of VWAP where I can get short and see if we can get this 90-minute cross down, kind of like we're seeing here. You zoom in, perfect zoom in right there. Kind of like we're seeing here, we cracked on VWAP, resistance on VWAP. We made a quick little drop, but now, the pattern didn't trigger, in other words. But that would have been the pattern I was wanting to see, basically somewhere in here at that point after we started to pull in. So I waited around and, I thought actually about taking a long here, but I couldn't. I couldn't take a long there just because I didn't like the volume on the pullback here. It was starting to decrease, but then it started to increase and then it just got choppy and I was like, then it got weak on the bounce, like this volume bar and this one here where we bounce off of it is weaker than this volume bar from the pullback. So I was like, I don't know what to do here. So I'm just going to sit tight. And then we started to just trade sideways, straight sideways here above this 392 area. And it brought to memory some of the action that I've seen on ZM previously. Now here we go to trade price action. based off of solely basically price action, okay? So what I'm doing here is I'm looking for a scalp trade on it based off of price action with a very tight stop. So I was looking for this 392 to crack to the downside and give me possibly a test or underneath, just a little underneath crack of VWAP for a short opportunity. Very small size, very tight risk, and just to see what would happen here. I've seen it happen where ZM is just showing you plain as day a level as support on super small volume, and eventually that support zone cracks, and when it cracks we get a flush. I saw it on Friday and I've seen it before, so I said, you know what, I'm going to take a chance at this here and see if I can just bang out a small trade. I'm not looking to, make 5 points on 200 shares here and book $1,000. In other words, I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for a very small trade. Just book a little green, just give the P&L a little cushion, and start the week off right. And that's exactly what I did. As soon as we got the crack there, I saw the red start to hit the tape, and boom, I jumped in. Now, I would not recommend this type of trade for a brand new trader. This is something that it takes a lot of experience, a lot of hours on the screen in order to see this signal and then take advantage. And then, if you're wrong, be willing to stop out for the small loss and not hold on and start giving it extra wiggle room that you didn't plan to at the beginning. These are all things a new trader might do if he gets caught in this. So this is something that I would not recommend a new trader, but it is something I would recommend you write it down, take notes, and see about maybe keeping an eye for such things and getting an eye for it. Okay, now I've been trading ZM almost every single day for the past week. So I had no problem taking this trade and I made profit on it. Now let me grab the live trade for you, okay, and show you how that played out. Okay, so here I am. I start to get the type of action that I was looking for. So I jump in 100 shares short at 391.77, okay? And I'm looking just for that zone to hold as resistance. If we begin to pop above and start to hold it again, I'm just gonna get out. I'm gonna lose whatever, $100, something insignificant, well underneath my risk tolerance. And I am looking to potentially add another 50 shares. I'm not looking to go crazy here. And remember, I'm looking for a small trade. I'm not looking to take off multiple points here and just bang out a huge winner. I mean, if it happens, great, but that's not what I was looking for. I was looking to cover right in front of this VWAP area in case we held it as support and bounced off of it. That's it. I was looking to cover the bulk there. So this is just a minute and change trade. We'll go ahead and fast forward just a tad. Right around here, I begin to look to add another 50 shares because I'm like, okay, we're getting exactly what I wanted. So boom, I add 50 more shares there. My new cost basis is $391.41 on those. And I'm looking to put out a cover order here pretty soon. Limit order. Right there, we get the quick flush. Like perfect. This is exactly what I was looking for. So we're going off at 389.75 on the bid, 389.93 on the ask. And I'm in from 391.41. Short from there. Not bad at all. We break underneath VWAP real quick. I put out a buy order on 100 shares, get those filled. So I cover 100 shares. I have 50 shares remaining at 390.69. I could have been and should have been more patient on these 50 shares, but I really wasn't too patient just because we started to see like a potential bounce there. And since it is VWAP, I'm like, I don't want to have these shares jump out of nowhere 2 points on me, and then I'm going to lose 50% of the profits I just booked. So I immediately covered those last 15 right there. And that was kind of a mistake. I could have and should have been more patient with those, because those would have paid out real nice actually, and I probably would have booked another $150 on the day. But hey, I'm not complaining about that in the least bit. There's my P&L, made $234 in the day. That's great. I'll take that any day. You'll see here my orders: short, short 100 shares at 391.78, short another 50 at 390.70. Covered 389.85 from 391.78, so that's not bad at all. Almost $2 a share there, and then another 80 some odd cents on these last 50s that you see here. So 192 per share on the first 100 and 84 cents on the last 50. I'll take that any day, guys. It's a green day. It's a good day. $234 in the bank. We'll go ahead and look on to the rest of the week. Remember to subscribe to the channel for me on November 23rd. Remember, I'm going to be doing a live event at 8 p.m. here on YouTube. So hit that notification bell so you're alerted when I go live. Smash the like button for me, and I'll catch you on the next one.